Finland, a beautiful Scandinavian country in Eastern Europe, bordering upon Sweden and Norway, is a country occupying a peninsula and set of surrounding Baltic islands. Known for its beautiful view of the Northern Lights, just like Norway, it is home to a vast expanse of national parks and winter resorts. However, Finland has had a history with fighting between the USSR and itself and has had multiple looming threats from others through time. Because of this, Finland is in fact prepared for anything. Not everyone knows this, but Finland is in fact building and maintaining a huge underground nuclear bunker that's the size of a small city. This is a series of over 500 separate bunkers located 25 meters below, housed under the Finnish capital of Helsinki. But this is not just some place to protect the government like many other countries' hideouts. No, this will actually house the entire capacity of the 600,000 or so inhabitants of the city, up to 900,000 people if needed. This is a place where citizens of the city can survive deep underground for months on end in the case of nuclear fallout happening as a result of potential war in the future. With Finland's bids to try to join NATO and potential friction with the current global crisis, Finland is ready for the worst. But these bunkers are not all doom and gloom. In fact, it actually houses some crazy gadgets and gizmos and entertainment segments to it. For an example, there's a full-on softball court in one of them. In another, there's a full-fledged premium go-karting track which is accompanied by a bunch of cafes to serve coffee too. Some of them sport underground car parks to hold vehicles and a ton of bunk beds for sleeping in. Now that's awesome. Neutral countries always try to stay away from conflict, although they are hyper-aware that they could be a target or find themselves stuck in the middle of a sticky situation. These bunkers are built directly into the bedrock of the country and were the result of scary situations during the Winter War and the Second World War, the result of excavating away at more than 9 million cubic meters below the country, an area where you could park over 50,000 double-decker buses over. During entry, you go through a series of entry doors that go down into the shelters. The entry doors themselves have such an immense thickness to them and quality structural integrity that any nuclear blast would not even cause a dent into them. But Finland has already prepared for what will happen underground in their bunkers. For an example, if people are kept underground as a result of problems above for more than 2 weeks, there are outlined lists of jobs that people will be doing. This list includes management roles, medical staff such as doctors and nurses, people to look after the children and younger members and more, mostly being based on people's pre-existing skill sets. You can notice archery taking place for target practice, a seemingly dated skill in terms of modern warfare, but a sport and a good thing to teach people to use that could be handy to have when returning to the surface. Perhaps the coolest fact though, is that Helsinki has over 25 metro stations across its city. All of these stations can in fact be fully converted into new underground bunkers that people can be held within for weeks at a time. Anyone who is a citizen of Finland, or even a tourist staying in a hotel, will be sure to have a spot for them in the bunkers in case something goes wrong. But strict laws pertaining to heat-producing items or devices, substances or bad-smelling items and booze are strictly prohibited down below. The bunkers have protection against cyber attacks over their network in case any other countries want to hack into their systems or find out what's going on deep underground. There is a lower reliance upon technology and general tech in these bunkers, but rest assured, there's mobile signal down below, so if you happen to stay in here, you're not exactly entirely cut off from the rest of civilization, thankfully. What do you think of these awesome secret bunkers? Would you stay in one of these if you had to? Do you think they are cool? Let us know in the comments down below. Like the video and make sure to subscribe for more exclusive awesome videos like this one that you won't find anywhere else on YouTube.